これは、江本会長は、残念ながら2年ちょっと前に亡くなられて、実際にはポラック博士が江本会長を2回ほど国際水会議に招待したけども、残念ながら本人は来れなかったということがあるんですけれども、ポラック博士は本当に江本会長のことをすごく尊敬されていて、評価していただいていまして、非常にありがたいことなんですけれども、これは仮の質問なんですけれども、今ここに江本会長が実際に生きてこの場にいたとしたらば、ポラック博士からはどういうことを伝えたいか、あるいはどういうことを一緒にしたいかとか、何かそういったことがありましたらお教えください。
Well, this is a very interesting question. You know, I actually also invited him to come to my house for dinner. Unfortunately, he died a few weeks before the dinner, so I never had a chance to meet him. But you know, instead, we had for dinner some of the people associated with the Emoto enterprise, and I got to meet some wonderful people and made many new friends as a result. So the bad news and the good news. So if I were traveling with him, well, I would like to tell him something that I think he might have understood, but I'm not sure, and that is the close relationship between the EZ water and the crystals that you get. And the reason I would want to tell him more about that is that one of the findings from our laboratory is that in order to freeze water, you actually go from water to EZ water and then to ice. You don't go directly. You can't take ordinary water like this water in the glass and freeze it without going through this EZ stage, you see. And if you melt the water, the same thing, you melt the ice. You start with ice, and the ice melts into EZ, and the EZ then turns into ordinary water. So why is this important? Well, it's important because the EZ is a crystal, liquid crystal. It has structure. It has a regular structure to it. In that sense, it resembles a computer memory, because if you think about a computer memory, what is it? Well, it's just a lot of silicon or silicon dioxide atoms stacked together in a regular three-dimensional array. And each one is addressed, and each one can be like a 0 or a 1, two different states for every atom. And that's how the digital memory stores information. Well, the EZ water is very similar, or even better. It's similar because you have oxygens and hydrogens arrayed regularly in 3 dimensions. It's a hexagonal array. And if one could address single, say, oxygens, each oxygen has an oxidation state of -2, -1, 0, +1, and even +2. So there are 5 different states, not 2 different states. And so if you think of the EZ as being a repository for information or memory, nothing could be better, it seems, because of the high packing density. And I would like to tell Dr. Emoto that the EZ water is an absolutely perfect repository for information. So I think this could relate very closely for the crystals that are observed when information is put into the water. And you know, I think we would probably have a very nice discussion of that topic, because I suspect that he would ask many questions, and maybe questions I couldn't answer, but it would be extremely stimulating to find out. I'd also want to find out, you know, I've been interested in my whole life in people whose ideas don't follow the mainstream thinking, and his don't follow mainstream thinking. I know he has many followers, and he also has some people from the scientific community who who are questioning some of these results. So I would want to ask him what his experience has been in this realm.
ポラック博士を中心として今新しい水の科学がもう発展していまして、で水は情報を記憶できる可能性がある。それから水は光などのエネルギーを蓄積して変換する可能性がある。これは実験的にも示されていますけども、そういった新しい水の科学が一般の人々の常識となった時に、これは何年後か、5年後か10年後か20年後か分かりませんけども、そういった時に、この世界は一体どのような世界になっているか、その辺の、ビジョンといいますか、ポラック博士の、お考えをお聞かせいただければと思っています。
You ask difficult questions. First of all, I keep it short.
Yeah.
First of all, the world that we live in now is not really open to revolutionary science. It's, in fact, if I ask someone to name 2 or 3 scientific revolutions that have succeeded, I mean fundamental scientific revolutions, not technological revolutions like the Apple Watch or iPhone, that have occurred in the past 30 years or so, is difficult. I mean really fundamental revolutions like the splitting of the atom or the structure of DNA. It's not happening. So what does that mean? It means that our society, our scientific society especially, is actually rather conservative and not open to radical changes in its way of thinking. And some of you may know that we created the Institute for Venture Science to turn that around, to open the scientific world to revolution. This would be a real scientific revolution, for sure. And I think this would be a sign, if this really occurred, a sign of a new openness in science and in the public for entertaining fresh revolutionary ideas. And this would be a wonderful change. It would be something like what happened in the Renaissance, where science flourished and art flourished and music and such. I think we actually need something like a Medici family to spur us on. So the first point is it would be a wonderful revolution if this really happened. From a practical point of view, this could have tremendous impact in medicine, for example, because some practitioners already are using the information that they get from the body and imparting it again into the body to reverse pathologies, and it seems to be working. So there's plenty of evidence out there for practically 60 or 70 years, maybe even beyond, of information in the body's water, and this information being useful. But I think it's going to be to create a sea change in our way of thinking about medicine in particular, and health, and spirituality, of course.